Welcome to Twin Spin with Felicia Adios. I'm Felicia, and today I have a very special guest with me. He's the author of a book selected by the Today Show Book Club called The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. Let's all welcome Christopher Boone.
Hello Felicia, my name is Christopher John Francis Boone and I wrote The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. It's a murder mystery novel about a dog called Wellington.
Yes, Christopher, congratulations. And your book did so well that some folks decided to make it into a Broadway show. What do you think about that?
I don't really care for Broadway or things like that because there are too many people there, and if I try to fix something in the show, they'll tell me I'm wrong because I don't know anything about theatre. They're right about that, but I still think they're wrong. I also don't understand the point of theatre shows. They're just people pretending to be other people. What's interesting about that?
It's very interesting, and you should be proud. And what about Wellington? How did you feel when you saw him dead on the ground?
Well, if you read my book, you'd understand that I don't comprehend emotions very well.
Of course, I'm sorry. I meant to say, could you describe what you wanted to do the moment that you saw Wellington?
I wanted to do something about it. Someone had murdered Wellington. I finally had my chance to write a murder mystery novel, and I could be like Sherlock Holmes.
Yes, yeah, you were just like him. Was that your favorite part of writing the book?
No, I don't really have a favorite part. I just wrote down what happened. I liked writing about things like the constellations, prime numbers, and the quadratic formula because those are logical. Unlike my good days and bad days that Mr. Jeevan said wasn't logical.
Ah, yes. Let's talk about those good and bad days. I read that you said 3 red cars makes it quite a good day, 4 makes it a pretty good day, and 5 make it a super good day. But if you see 4 yellow cars in a row, it makes it a black day. Besides them being your favorite and least favorite colors, why do you think you have this mindset?
Why isn't red and yellow being my favorite and least favorite colors a good reason? People who work in office buildings still judge their days on the weather, even though they'll be inside all day. Why can't I judge my days by colors of cars?
I'm so sorry, Christopher. I didn't mean it that way. Why don't we move on, then? One of my favorite passages from The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime was when you wrote about your dreams of becoming an astronaut. What are some of your other dreams and aspirations?
Well, like I said before, I have always wanted to be like Sherlock Holmes and write a murder mystery novel. And I have already done that. If I was ever an astronaut, I would love being alone in space and looking at the stars. It would be a dream come true.
That was so inspiring to me. Another question for you. How is your relationship with your father and your mother now that the book's been released?
Not much has changed. Father and mother still fight sometimes, but I have a new dog, and it's a golden retriever.
Yes, and did you find a name for him yet?
Greg.
Oh, that's a great name. And speaking of your mother, what about the journey to go see her? You went on a train, you stole your father's cash point card, you escaped 2 policemen, and you made it to your mother's house in London, all by yourself. How did you manage?
All I did was tell some white lies. And it was very difficult because I had to ride the train, and the train had lots of people who could hurt me, which is why I had my army knife ready. And I also had to find my way through London, but that was easy once I bought the A to Z, because I had a map of London and I could find where Mother was. So once I found it, I started walking and I got there, but no one was home, so I waited, and then it rained, and then Mother arrived.
Oh, what a journey. Did you ever doubt that you could do it?
No, I had the A to Z, so I couldn't get lost.
Right, so one more question before we have to close the show. I know, but we're almost out of time. So, an overall question. How was reliving the whole experience with writing the book and the new Broadway show? You must know every word by now.
I do, because I wrote it.
Right, but can you describe how it was to look back and know you did all this?
Father and Mother say I should be proud. I have done things that other people don't get to do, so I guess I am proud.
And you should be. Congratulations, Christopher. And that's all the time we have for this week. Let's give a big round of applause for Christopher. Join us next week when we interview the author of National Book Finalist Evidence of Things Unseen, Mary Ann Wiggins. And Christopher, thank you for such an enlightening talk today.
You are welcome. Goodbye, Felicia.
Yeah.